All right, let's get to my next guest of the evening. He goes by the name of VOX. He is a British African singer songwriter. Glad to have him on the show. How's it going, man?
Hey, Kenny. Good to meet you. Thanks for having me on.
Great having you on as well. So let's go ahead and begin, man. Talk about how you got started into music. How did it start off for you?
Oh, wow. So it probably started in the womb. Well, my whole family, we all sing, we all dance. Like my mum did a lot of African dance. My dad plays the congas. So I was born in Nigeria, and so West African culture, like music and dance, is like just it's just like eating bread and drinking water. It's just it's just what we all do. But specifically in terms of me and the type of music that I make, I got started in school. Not because I was asked to be in one of the main sort of bands in school, not because I was good at singing, but because I could do the best Axl Rose impersonation in school, and it just kind of went on from there. So like proper singing is something I just had to sort of develop from there. But yeah, so Guns N' Roses were like the biggest band at the time, and then sort of other influences like Jack Johnson and Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of took over after that. And a lot of people, when they hear my songs, they can hear, yeah, this guy likes the Chili Peppers, yeah, this guy likes Jack Johnson. Um, yeah, so they're my two sort of biggest influences, and yeah, they just yeah, in terms of the style, the sound that I make, yeah, you can really hear a lot of that in there. Have you I have you had a chance to hear any of my tracks so far?
Yes, I have. I actually played a track, Ordinary Love. I believe that's the name of the song. Um,
Ordinary Girl, you mean?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I definitely love the track, man. I definitely liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've heard a couple of tracks. I definitely enjoy your music, man. It's incredible stuff you got there. Um,
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
so I see that at your teen years, you will cover artists such as Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Pearl Jam, of course the aforementioned Red Hot Chili Peppers, and you
Yeah,
was
that's right.
also inspired by Jack Johnson, David Gray, also evident to his songs and responsible for the mellow elements to them. So you definitely inspired by the rock music back then. Um, it was good times, some good times, incredible peak years. With all those musicians, I mean, you could make a case that would be like a Mount Rushmore of rock music right there. Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Pearl Jam, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, of
Yeah,
course,
they were all sort of
yeah,
pioneers of their own genre. Really, you can say like they did it first,
yeah.
and then a lot of people followed from them afterwards.
Okay, so also one of the songs that I've also enjoyed from you is your tribute single, Aloha Sasa. Um,
Oh yeah.
so talk about that track, man. What it mean to you to have um, that tribute single.
Oh, Aloha Salsa. That's pretty. That's a pretty special song for me. Partly because it's the only song that I've cried about that wasn't about a girl. It's it's about Hawaii and the salsa connections and the friends that I made while being there. Paradoxically, I did actually go to Hawaii for a girl. um, she moved there from Los Angeles, but when I got there, she didn't actually tell me that that she'd met someone and and she was dating someone. But I thought I'd hang around anyway, and I went out salsa dancing, and I made a friend from the band who was playing there at the, I think it was Rum Fire at the Sheraton. So Daniel, who is in the video, he's the guitarist in the band, and he sort of introduced me to the salsa scene and showed me where all the venues were, and where all the best places to go. And I, yeah, made a lot of really good friends and special connections there. And after about 5 trips to Hawaii, I was so in love with the place. And then I had this bass line that was just going on in the back of my mind. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where, a sound just won't leave you alone. So the song just kind of wrote itself, really. And the moment I did the initial draft of it on GarageBand, I thought, okay, I'm going to have to record this professionally. I'm going to have to do it in Hawaii, and I'm going to have to do a video for it. And so it felt like it was like an island salsa mix. And I thought, okay, I could hire some dancers to be in this, but hey, my friends are dancers, so why don't I just use my friends? And so I messaged them all, and we all got together, and we filmed it over about a week. And I was in the recording studio as well for about a week as well, and it just turned out better than I could ever have imagined. And it's, yeah, a lot of people tell me it's my best song so far. So I'm just happy to share it with people.
It's such a wonderful tribute um, to Hawaii. Well written and well sung. Very passionate tune. So I definitely enjoy it. Um, Hawaii is definitely, I like to call it the paradise
Yep.
destination. Is that's people want to describe. Was it like being in Hawaii, or visiting there? And people keep saying it's paradise. It's peaceful. Weather's wonderful. I would
Yep.
love to have weather like that every single day. um, just of course I live in Kentucky, and we only get that weather probably a good 5 6 months of the year. We don't get
Okay.
that, you know, year round, for the most part. Um, that's definitely like a dream vacation for me, going to Hawaii, just to enjoy the weather and stuff and the culture, and
Oh
just
yeah.
witness everything. So with everything you done, you lived in multiple places. You've been in Nigeria, you've been in Australia, you've been in Hawaii. You definitely been
Yeah.
around the world. You definitely seen a lot of you know backgrounds and different cultures. From your perspective, what was it like just living in these different areas in the world and being familiar with the lifestyle and everything? Was it like just living in them in different areas, and what separates them from you know lifestyle wise or something like that? What was it like just living in different areas throughout your life?
It's a bit of an eye opener, seeing sort of different perspectives and different priorities. But it's also interesting how much we can have in common with each other, in spite of all those things. So I've always found music to be a great uniter and a great way to bring people together. So I mean, I was born in Nigeria. Um, it's um, it's a very Nigerians are very sort of happy people. They're very into sort of um, enjoying life through music, sport. dance. They're very sort of social people, uh, to the point where not the most organized. It's very, it can be sort of very haphazard in that, say, in your social life, for example, it's very common to just turn up to someone's house and just expect them to entertain and accommodate you. Whereas in a lot of Western cultures, that's not really not really uh, sort of welcomed or encouraged. People in Western cultures tend to want to be a bit more organized in how they plan their social activities. Uh, so yeah, Nigerians can be a bit um, yeah a bit random in in how they enjoy things. But it's a very joyful sort of happy culture, which is something I'm proud to be a part of. There's quite a big Nigerian community here in London, and so you can definitely see sort of elements of that in my family and our sort of extended sort of African social circle here. Australians, they're very much into outdoor, enjoying the outdoors. They have a very sort of beautiful, sort of relatively unspoiled environment. Not dissimilar to Hawaii, actually. Yeah, they have a very beach-orientated culture, and they're very into sort of enjoying life as well, and they differ quite a lot from Americans in terms of how they prioritize and separate their work life from their social life. And if you try and impinge on their, let's say, surfing, for example, then you're in for a very rude awakening. They really don't like it at all. Yeah, so yeah, Americans have a very sort of um, work-driven sort of culture and way of life, uh, and I kind of see that in America there's a lot of that kind of sort of takes its toll on a lot of people. There's that grind and sort of a bit more of a sort of battle to to survive and sort of get through the day to day. And so I find Americans tend to be sort of quite tough people, quite hardened people, and sort of getting through to sort of people's softer side and reaching them emotionally can be a little tougher. It feels like it's a little more effort. It's definitely there. We all have a common humanity, but the circumstances that we find ourselves in can sort of make that journey sort of a little trickier. But I like having the opportunity to tell my story and share my music and sort of reach people that way. And no matter sort of where I go or who I meet, I'm just happy that it tends to be sort of very well received.
Well said, man. Anybody can learn going different areas in the world and get familiar with the places, the gatherings, the lifestyle, the cultures, the
Yeah.
fashion and everything. So every now and then, Nigeria definitely seems like a place I would like to visit one day. I need to go to Hawaii first. I got to go to Hawaii. Absolutely, man. So what's next for you, man? As far as upcoming shows, maybe some new music in the works. What you got in the horizon in the coming weeks and months?
Okay, well, I'm getting back. Well, I'm performing regularly at a venue in North London called the Bebop. I play there every Wednesday,
Yeah.
so this is like my first sort of regular performance since lockdown, basically. So yeah, it's just been. I'm sure it's been very hard for any kind of performing artist over the last couple of years, and so I'm feeling good about performing again. and I'm looking forward to coming to the East Coast in a few weeks' time. So my salsa guitarist friend Daniel, he's in a band called Audius in Rhode Island. He's just been stationed there, and so we're going to be doing a mini tour over 2 weeks of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And so it's hopefully going to be 14 nights of shows showcasing Aloha Salsa and the songs from my three EPs that preceded that. So I'm looking forward to sharing all my songs with people on the East Coast.
Yeah, and for more info on Vox, you can check out his website at the v-factor.com. It's got the music, it's got the store, it's got everything you need to know about Vox and what he has in store. So check that website out. Again, that's v-factor.com. Go check it out, show your support. As you pointed out, it has been a challenging couple of years for mostly indie local musicians not being able to perform as much because of COVID-19. And while things are slowly but surely getting back to some normalcy, there's still more work to be done, but at least it is encouraging that live music is back in most areas, and hopefully more of that is to come. Obviously, the number one thing is for musicians and venues and fans is everybody is safe and healthy. So that's definitely the key there.
Yeah, that
Vox,
definitely comes first. I understand.
yeah, absolutely, man. It's great having this chat with you. Thank you so
No, nice to
much.
speak to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you for being on. And you bringing the good vibes on this show this evening. Appreciate you. You enjoy your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks again for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. I'll speak to you again.
All right. You have a good night.
Thank you. Good
All
night.
right. Bye. That was Vox.